My name is Chris and welcome to my workshop. Today we're going to look at guns. I have a few of them. I use them every day. They're used in the upholstery business. There's different versions, different types, different models, different costs. So I'm going to go through that today and show you how they work. As I said earlier in the video, today we're going to talk about guns. We're going to talk about upholstery guns and the different grades, the different prices, and exactly how they work. So I'm going to grab a few there and I'm going to go through them. We'll start with the cheapest one, very run-of-the-mill, very inexpensive, and you can buy them on Amazon and stuff like that. So I'll start with the first one. This is a hand staple gun. It's made by Rapide. It's an okay gun. It wouldn't, let's just say your hand would be quite sore after using it on recovering a piece of furniture. It's not made for recovering a piece of furniture. It's made really for arts and crafty stuff. That's basically it. It's Rapide, not expensive, about 30-40 euros. Takes different size staples. You fit them in there. It takes different size. Look, if it's round staples, square staples, loads of different sizes. Are they worth it? They're handy to have around. You know. 30-40 euros, can't go wrong. All right staple. Next gun, Stanley. This is a Stanley gun, electric, plugs in. Okay. Different plugs, different countries. This is a French plug. If you're in the rest of Europe, it could be a 3-pin plug. So this is the Stanley staple gun. Simple as on-off switch in the back there for powering it on and off. It fires staples. It has a safety switch on the front of it, so it will not fire unless this is pressed down first. The only problem I find with this staple gun that I ever found was that the staples got stuck. Terrible for sticking staples. Takes different size staples, which I think is wrong. I think the one size staple, because it takes different size staples, there's different runners inside it, and the staples seem to get jammed in it, and it's not worth the hassle. These sell on Amazon for about 50 to 60 euros. They're okay on a small project. If you're doing canvases on frames for painting, ideal. If you're doing upholstery, don't know, not very good at some reason to do some type of job, and it's paid for itself. So that's that staple gun. The next staple gun we're going to look at is a tack-wise gun. Tack-wise gun, coming in a lovely plastic case. This is a long-nosed reach tack-wise gun. It fires a staple called a 71 staple. Staples come in different sizes, different widths, different lengths. This one here is a 71 staple gun. All my staple guns are 71s. Why? Because I like to, be able to change a gun without changing the size or the shape of the staple. So this is tack wise. They do a long reach, short reach nose on them, and the only thing I find about this gun is it doesn't have great balance. It has a great grip on it, but balance wise it's not there. It's also a disposable gun. Sometimes the seal can go here in them, and if it does go, it'll break your heart to try and find one and to try and make one. They don't come with spare parts. It's very hard to get spare parts, I find, especially where I'm living. So I look at this as a disposable gun. I've had this about 3 years. I use it for stapling in places I can't reach. Sometimes you'll get an arm of a couch or a chair and you just can't get the staple gun in around. So the normal staple gun, so you use a long reach staple gun. This is why this has lasted so long for me, is because I don't use it very often. I did have the short version. It lasted me about 3 years, and what happened was the steel seals start going, and the ram here on the front, what happens with them is they push out too far and they'll push the staple right in through the fabric and into the wood. If you have leather, it will cut straight in. It just cuts straight in and the staple is not doing any work at all. So when that starts happening, get rid of it, you know. All these guns I have are all worked off a compressor. I'll go through a compressor in a different video altogether, because compressors are a different. So all of these are air lined, you know. The other one was push hand one, the other one was electrical. These are all fed through air, right? So this is a TacWise gun, as I said, very cheap, €70. You'll get one on Amazon, no problem. It'll arrive, you know, whatever, 2 or 3 days. Next gun, BEA gun. BEA, German made, German quality, absolutely cracker of a gun. Absolute cracker of a gun. This gun is so well balanced. This gun is so sturdy. It is probably the top of the range staple gun you can buy on the market. The great thing is they come with spare parts. There's loads of spare parts for these. You know, if the seals go, rings go, you know, secondary parts can arrive in days here where I am living anyway. So this is the BEA gun, made in Germany, high quality. My father had one of these when they first came out, going back 40, maybe, yeah, about 40 years, 42 years ago. He had one of these guns, and he had worn away his rubber grip. The rubber grip had worn away, it all worn away here, and also all the paint had come off it. It was all shiny and silver at the front. And I always wondered why, because like me, he would use the butt end of it here for tapping in the odd bit of staple that was sticking out, anything like that. This gun is also a 71 gun, as in the staple size 71, and this takes an array of staples. They range from, you know, from 6mm, if you can see them there, all the way up to, you know, they're massive. Where are they there? They're massive. They're 16mm, so they're huge, big staples. This takes a, you know, a great amount of different staples. Great gun. Expensive. That's the only thing. You'll pay between 320 to maybe 440, 450. I've seen them sell for. They are expensive, but they are for life. This gun will last you a lifetime. If you're a novice or if you're a hobbyist, I wouldn't be buying this gun because it's too expensive. It's really expensive. But for me, I use it every day. Great gun, you know, really great gun, balanced well, everything. So that is the story on guns.